Hello and welcome to the Fanime Podcast. I'm Evan.
I'm Shribbit.
I'm Sanji Hanka.
I'm Kiara.
I'm Marinia.
And I'm Kisaka.
So on a scale of 1 to a lot of episodes this week, I would say there were a lot of episodes this week.
Yeah.
I thought there was only one.
Oh?
No, I'm just kidding. There were a lot.
But anyway, so starting with Shribbit, Ana, favorite episode for the last 2 weeks.
I think my favorite episode from the last 2 weeks would probably be Aliens episode 3 because, I gotta go with it. It's too good.
I see. Tenchi, how about you?
I'm not so sure about this. You're talking about the past 2 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, so some things are not sure if they're 2 or 3 weeks ago. But what am I going to say here? Odd 4 episode 5.
Yes.
Very well. Kiara?
Panties Warfront because it got so edgy. That was just too good. I was shocked.
Yeah, watch out for that edge. It'll get you.
Yeah, it was not ketchup. That poor boy.
And I would go to Arena next, but I already know what she's going to say, so...
What am I gonna say? Wait, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna say?
Shikiniki.
No!
Anyway, what's your favorite episode after Shikiniki?
Okay. Making my life choices for me. My favorite was also Panties Warfront because, yeah, the edge was too real.
You guys and your edge. And Weeb Lord.
Gosh dang it. I liked My Demon Girlfriend.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I forgot to watch that. Darn it. Ugh.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah, it was amusing, and I specifically liked some of the pacing in it. I was like, so.
And I'm going to say Moon Gota Sakura-chan, episode 9.
Get out of here! Evan!
Traitor.
I am the patriarchy.
Go to Burger King.
No,
It's
it's
not Burger
vegan
King.
burger, non-gender binary president.
Oh.
That other name can be offensive to a lot of people. Alright, so now we can discuss every episode straight from the top. Actually at the top is Don't Take My Hat, episode 1, which we already talked about last time a lot.
Yeah.
So any final words on that 2 weeks later?
The best.
Yeah, it's good. Watch it.
Everyone
They
right
cry sideways too.
Alright, how about now we can actually talk about Penalty All About episode 2.
Oh,
I
yes.
assume most people
now.
have seen
Yes.
it.
I do have stuff to say about that.
Oh, watch out. Shayna took notes.
I did. But see, Arenia took notes too, so
I did.
I'm not weird, okay?
You're still weird.
Okay.
But
Alright.
anyway.
What?
What were
oh.
your notes then?
Okay. My notes were that I love the narrator a lot. I think the narrator does a really good job. I love the way it's told. I don't know. I don't know. I like how it's like the break and it's like telling people what's happening, okay? And then the funny thing that I thought, the thing that was funny, that commercial lied to you, Dad. Hair product. That commercial lied to you, Dad. I don't know. I thought it was really good. Yes.
Yeah. If any of you guys remember Viv, one thing that I said about Viv is that he kind of reminded me of Evan.
Which one
Oh
was Viv?
yeah.
Viv,
Was it-
the
Was it the
the
sun?
guy who sounds like a girl.
The cross-dresser?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh.
Wait, how does
yeah.
that remind you of Evan?
What?
Evan's a
considering
cross-dresser.
Evan voices
Oh.
females.
Literally wearing a
Oh.
maid outfit right now.
Oh, yes.
Of course.
And I'm
How
not
did I get
naked.
away?
What else would you be wearing?
Duh.
Gotta dress well for podcast night.
Yeah, it's just too bad. You guys should have been, you guys should have seen the video footage from the other side, for the last, the special podcast, because he was wearing, like, a full maid outfit. I mean, it was, like, they were fancy, like, thigh
I
highs,
even had
everything.
a hat.
Frills.
Yeah, but he was
Frills
recording, so you
everywhere.
didn't see.
It's like
Yeah.
a hoop skirt too. But yeah, speaking of penalty all about, I do find it very interesting. I'm still not entirely sure like what the main plot of it is, like where it's gonna go,
Mm-hmm.
like which direction it's actually heading, because I definitely see a conflict between like the main three characters and the other son who's like, yeah, I kicked you out, lol. But yeah, I'm not really sure which direction the actual plot is going to go, since they're just kind of hanging out at a house right now, but I'm curious about it.
Yeah, I'm really interested in like where it was going, because it's been a long time since I've seen episode 1, because I saw episode 1, I believe it was on one of Evan's streams, and so I definitely should go back and watch it again. But I did like episode 2. I watched it, and I don't know, like I like the dad. He just like was just crying, like
Yeah.
like, oh, he's just so upset, and I don't know,
You're
like
crying for
like-
about half an hour.
I like the humor in it. The humor in it is
Yes.
I like it a lot. It's definitely something that like not a lot of fanimes are able to achieve, because or at least a lot of fanimes don't achieve humor as well like as they should, because they're trying to achieve like humor as in it's so bad, it's funny. But then like there are fanimes like Penalty All About and like Don't Take My Hat, where it's just like they're shooting for the comedy specifically, and so it's just like yeah.
Right. It's refreshing.
Yes. I was about to say that. I need more comedy fanime, please. Just like actual comedy fanime.
Real comedy. Yeah, real, please.
It's also Odd 4,
No more
though.
troll.
Oh,
Yes,
Odd
Odd 4
4
too.
too.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah.
But we'll get to
Yeah.
that anyway. Kejita and the Hotshot Gals, episode 0. I don't know if does that count as an episode or.
I don't know. It's mainly like I guess telling backstory, because like the Zorma character is just like he's like bummed out because I don't know, something bad happened. I can't really remember.
Yeah,
But
I don't
then-
know if Zorma's in Kejita and.
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
Hotshot
Yeah.
Gals. Yeah, it seemed kind of unrelated, but maybe it'll tie in somehow at some point.
Yeah.
I don't really know what the story is about yet, so.
Yeah, all you really learned is that the John character, like he just gives some advice, some life advice, I guess. It's like, oh, you can just move on, whatever.
And there's a lot of 80s music. All
Oh,
right,
it's-
so Odd 4, episode 5.
Oh, it's been so long since I watched it, I forget.
Yeah, same. There was a lot of
'Cause I watched
animation,
it
I
right when it-
remember.
Right when it posted, I was like, oh my god,
Um,
yes!
I don't know if it's just because it's been so long since the last episode, or at least that's how it feels to me, but I felt like there was like a change in some animation and how it was handled.
Yes.
So I thought that was interesting.
Well, I know since Ashley has been like
Different
studying
animations.
animation, she's been trying different things with it and just
Good.
taking a new approach to some parts of it, I guess. But yeah, the main thing with episode 5 was that it felt like half of an episode to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was too
Yeah.
bad. I needed more.
Same. It ended so soon. Like we just saw the cat ears and then the existential magical girl experience. And then just ended. I was like, wait, there has to be more. Like.
Yeah,
Come
but
back.
I do remember specifically laughing at, like, they ask the one dude's opinion, and he goes to talk, but then something happens. It's just like,
Yeah.
and then, like, just something happens. It's so good. I like
Yeah,
him.
but from what Ashley said, like I know episode 6 is probably going to be a lot longer and it's going to have a lot more to it. And she said it's going to take a while to make because of that, but it's going to have a lot of
Right.
like action
It'll
and
be
stuff like
worth
that.
it.
So
That'll be
I'm definitely
awesome.
looking forward to episode 6, but
It's gonna be so good.
yeah, not a lot really happened in episode 5. Still good, very well animated and all that, but
Mhm.
plot-wise there wasn't a lot there. But it is Odd
Yeah.
4, it's not really like
Yeah.
Plot
was-
heavy.
yeah, it's not really reliant on plot. This is kind of one of the wackier shows.
Mhm.
Speaking of wacky shows, you guys should go watch Gilderland Mimu and
Eternal Negima
Negima.
right now
Yeah.
on Fanime Reuploader.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Made by same creator.
Yeah.
Yeah. There
Wondering
are...
how many times like you guys mentioned that.
Ashley, I'm so sorry.
No, that's
she's
like... those are her greatest creations. Eternal Ashley is so proud of them. She worked so hard on them. And
It's so reminiscent of her childhood.
yes, go watch them. Anyway, we're next up is Amanojaku, episode 1.
Okay. I have some words.
Irina looks at notes.
I am. I brought my notes up.
I'm kind of scared. Your notes sound terrifying.
No, they're not that scary.
All right.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. Anyway, I think I talked about Amanojaku a couple weeks ago when we were talking about updates because the OP looked really good to me. But yeah, so just as a whole, before I put my personal input in, I thought like it looked okay. Like the art style was nice enough and basic character interaction was fine. But I don't know, like okay. So for me, I was really disappointed if that I don't know, please don't hate me. Okay. Because of how good the OP looked and it really stood out to me as something that I hadn't seen before. And the plot in the description of the episode sounds really interesting. It's this whole like dystopian future where like the like plants and everything have like started overgrowing everything. They're in Japan, like what used to be Japan. I thought that was like that sounds really interesting world to me.
Mhm.
But then it starts and there's no hint at all toward the setting. Like I totally understand not really having story in episode 1 because it's setting up the characters, the setting, all that.
Right.
There was nothing alluding to the setting at all. And the style, like by itself, if I hadn't seen that opening, I would have been like, okay, like whatever, like standard fare style. And like I understand simplifying a style to make something faster or to make animating easier. That's a very valid thing that happens, but there wasn't even a lot of animation. So that isn't really even like I don't know. I was just very disappointed. I'm sorry.
Wow,
Please
your
don't
notes were scary.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, you do have good points, though. I agree with Irenia on several levels. Like the opening, I guess it just made the expectations too high, and if it weren't for that, it would have put a little less pressure on the rest of the episode. Because also, what I think got me as well is when the character's name was announced, it had just a still picture, which was that of the same style of the opening. And with the kind of style that it is, I felt that it could have been implemented into the series versus the cheaper style. And since there wasn't a lot of animation, I felt like using the cheaper style wasn't really worth it in the end because it kind of taxed on the actual enjoyment of it.
Yeah, the main thing for me was just that I read the description after having watched the episode, and it felt like a totally different series to what was being explained in the description. Yeah. So I would definitely like to see the series that was described, but I feel like watching episode 1, I wasn't watching that. So episode 2, I'm hoping goes into that more, and it starts to get really plot heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm definitely looking forward to that because it sounds like a very interesting story.
Yeah, I like the idea. I love the idea, and I even I wanted to mention I really love the introduction of the series to be narrated as in the main character, how they were writing a letter to their pen pal. I thought that was a lot different than a lot of animes. They're just talking to themselves about this.
Yeah.
So I thought it was a lot more interesting to be explaining it as if you're a pen pal and you're reading the letter. I thought that was a very nice change. So yeah.
I hope if it starts getting into the setting in episode 2, I would be really happy because just the thing in the description sounds amazing. So
I feel like it will. I feel like it will get a lot deeper in the coming episodes. From the feel that episode 1 gave me, I think something bigger is going to happen soon. So
we have high hopes for you.
Yes.
Yeah, very high hopes.
Yeah.
I will be watching.
But I guess we have to move on now. Well, on a completely different note, I'm just gonna
We can
combine
just
these
skip
two
this
both
one.
together. Moon Goddess Sakura Chan, episode 8 and 9. Did
we'll
anyone
skip
watch
these.
them?
Just skip these.
I've seen 9.
Okay.
They tend to do like this music thing where they play a song for a really long time, and almost every episode I've seen, yeah.
I mean, really, if you've seen one episode, you don't necessarily need to watch more than that, unless you're me.
Unless you're, Unless
Yeah,
you're-
right?
Because they
Like
argue,
punishment.
they kind of argue. Then there are like sometimes music montages, and then like something happens, and they end up in a new setting where they can argue in the next episode. Like the building was burning down around them, and they're still arguing. And they're like, "Why does the cat have a lighter?"
What?
Because I thought it was a good idea.
Every time you talk about it, it's funny, but I'm like scared
Yeah.
to watch.
Yeah, because you're gonna watch it and it's not going to be funny.
I love that show way more than I thought I would, and I don't know why, because at first I did not love it at all. I was like, oh no, I have to watch this, but now I want more of it. I'm glad there are 9 episodes, but I'm the only one here, and I apologize, but
I don't
Please
know,
make
hasn't
more.
Kenshi watched it?
some of it-
I'm okay with it actually. It doesn't like have the same feel as some other things. Like, I don't know. Hard to explain.
it really drags on at some points, but somehow it still manages to be amusing every now and then.
I
and-
guess, even though this is completely unrelated, but like dragged out jokes like that, it kind of reminds me of Family Guy. How they just drag out jokes for way too long, and because of how dragged out it is, it becomes funny.
Oh.
Oh,
Just,
God.
but yeah, not dragging this out. Shiki Nikki.
Yeah, Shiki Nikki. Everyone looks at notes.
Oh, this is gonna be the
This is gonna
arena
be
as
a
a
rough
giant
one.
jerk edition of Fanime
Um,
Podcast.
I'm gonna say what I like about it first. Let's like have
Yes.
lighten
for it.
whatever you're gonna say.
Yes.
Cookie. Criticism cookie.
There was a lot of effort in the art.
Yeah, I do
Yes,
remember
I was
liking
going-
the art.
I think it's a very cute concept, and I think it's very cute art. You know, it's very anime. It's very anime. So, like, I mean, if that's what you're going
Very
for,
Italia.
yes, it's
Keep
very
going.
Hitalia. But I mean, if that's what you're going for, you know, I guess I can't really be like, ugh, you're so anime. But you know, it's like, oh, you're very anime because you want to be very anime. Okay. Anyway, you can go ahead and say whatever you want to say.
That was your compliment?
I just- the thing is, I do like it. I want to see what happens next. I want to
Okay.
see what happens next because I don't know. I think it's very cute. So
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
very
That's
cute.
not very. I don't. I tried to make like nice. I like it. I want more.
If I could input something, I kind of liked seeing that they did a seasons thing where
Yes.
they have different seasons for each character. It makes you kind of understand the character before you even like know them. So basically, for Summer, you know that they're like maybe hot-tempered or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
He seems
you know
more like
that-
a fun-loving
like,
person,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
the kind of downside to like that
Uh.
aspect was that it was explained in the description, and if you didn't read the description, you wouldn't really immediately realize that these are personified seasons, because
Yeah, I didn't get that.
like the premise of the show wasn't really explained in the show, so I don't
Yeah.
really know what it's about.
I have a feeling that it's not going to because it's very Hitalia. So I think it's just gonna follow what the characters do and not really explain that the characters
Yeah.
are seasons. But you know, I guess it's okay though.
At least
You know,
in the ending, though, they had like the season.
yeah,
names.
yeah. In the
But
ending, it
Yeah.
I guess that should have been the opening, though.
yeah. Well, it was there in the end. So
I do like the seasons personified. I think that's so
All
cute.
right, so how about those notes?
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Well, my
Take it
main
apart.
problem is it being in Japanese. I have a really big problem with this actually because it's kind of like a bunch of things about this will detract just in general from a script. Like when you try, and I feel like this is also like with people that will be writing scripts for like English that aren't native English speakers, they'll probably also encounter like with a limited vocabulary or knowledge of grammar, they're not going to be able to say what they would want to say in their like in their own language. And I really could sense that with her trying to make it Japanese, which I can imagine takes a lot of effort because this is a language you're not fluent in, so like that would take forever to translate into another language. But it was very limited due to what they knew how to say. And even the Japanese grammar and vocab itself was very straight from anime. It's not really a natural way of speaking. So I just didn't really understand why it was in Japanese. And unless you're like going to put it on Nico Nico Doga or something like that, it just didn't really make sense to me. And I feel like it could have been a lot better if it was in the creator's like native language or if that's English, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. There's already English subtitles, so I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of begs the question of like who you're making it for, because you know it's being posted on YouTube in a generally English-speaking community. So, like, for what reason would it be in a different language? You know, especially one that the creator doesn't speak.
Yeah.
Well, it is the first episode, so I think it's going to improve. And I can feel that the creator is kind of young, so like as they grow and as they practice, I think it's going to get a lot better. So
Yeah, it's a solid
I will
concept.
watch
to
bright
begin
future, bright future is what I'm saying.
with.
I will definitely I will continue to watch it, and I'd
Mhm,
love
me
to
too.
see it develop into something wonderful. As like, I'm sure that they what they have envisioned is what they're working, obviously, is what they're working towards, and I'd like to see exactly what it is that they want out of this series. Because I don't know, I feel like there's something behind it that's, I don't know, just like good, like wonderful. Like they want to project something, and I'd like it to like just project fully in future episodes.
And they did a run cycle
Oh yes,
They did.
and a walk cycle. A lot of people
Yeah,
are scared of those.
Good job.
They
No,
are, that
like
is true.
seriously,
That's
it was like
very
the first
true.
animation in the episode, so I was just like, oh, okay, good animation.
Yeah, I liked that. I like that a lot.
Huh. Yeah, it definitely looked anime inspired. But you know what else is anime inspired? Blood Raining Night episode 10.
Oh no.
Oh God, is that our segue?
I guess so. So who watched Blood Raining Night episode 10?
I did.
I did not.
I wouldn't expect everyone to have
saw
watched it, to be completely honest. But yeah, I mean, it's really just more Blood Raining Night. If you've seen other Blood Raining Night, you kind of know what to expect from it at this point. Or especially if you've read it, which you probably have. I don't know, because it's based on a fan fiction. And it's just pretty much, for the most part, it's largely the same, just translated into animation. But yeah, it's Blood Raining Night.
I'm really surprised it came back. Like, it's been a long time since episode 9, right?
Yeah, it was gone for
Yeah.
about a year, and I didn't think it would even continue for a while. I was like, oh, well, maybe they finally got tired of it, and I guess not.
Yeah. And Alucard still has his voice, so my life is complete.
Yeah, Blood Raining Night. Alright, how about Aliens the Show, episode 3?
Ooh. Yes.
You guys are the best
The-
FBI guys.
All 2 of us.
The finale. It's that last episode.
I was not expecting that, to be honest. I
Yeah,
just
it seemed
think
like
that
a
would happen.
very abrupt ending.
Yeah. There needs to be more,
Lol, it's
actually.
over.
Off, nudge, nudge.
Just like, Glush, why you do this?
He was so upset.
I thought, like, a lot more was gonna happen
Yeah, me too.
going into a video that's 7 minutes long. And then finding out later that only half of the video was actually the video, and the rest was just like a really long outtake.
It wasn't even.
Was that the original line? Was how he hated his job and everything, and it was lonely.
Well, Tenshi.
Well, let me explain this. So, basically, I was handed these lines saying, freeze, or you are yada yada, something along those lines. And then I was given the more you say, the better.
Oh
So
God.
I took that very literally. Very, very literally, and made this 2-minute long speech.
Maybe that's why I just got the lines and never got the part about the more you say, the better.
Yeah, I didn't need any more. Tenchi
You
just
didn't
mastered
need
it.
any more after that.
Yeah, I didn't need any more. Tenchi just fucking mastered it.
So yeah, I guess it was part of the script in a way.
So yeah, that was a thing. Panties Warfront, episode 3.
So
jeez.
good.
I enjoyed.
A couple of people chose that as their favorite episode this 2-week period.
Kiara.
Yeah, you should tell us
You-
things.
Yeah.
Nudge, nudge.
Okay.
Knock, knock.
I guess I'll talk about it from my perspective then, because I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, I like it, I enjoy it, I guess, but like just because someone dies, spoiler, doesn't make me like the show any more than I did,
Yeah.
last time. Like, it can be edgy as it wants to be, it's still Panties Warfront, It's like, it kind of feels like one of those situations where you're taking a silly concept and making it serious, which I do the exact same thing. And I don't know.
No, I understand where you're coming from, though.
It can be really entertaining nonetheless, though. It's like, take something that just sounds so ridiculous and see how, absurdly serious you can make that concept seem.
Yeah.
So I thought it was very good. I think they do it well.
I agree. The way that they wrote that scene was pretty good in general, because especially the fact that the guy's name is Ketchup, you think that the blood is ketchup because he's like ketchup, and then it's like, oh wait, that's the guy's name.
Oh my god.
I didn't even know
I
that. I
missed
didn't make that connection.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's perfect writing. Right on. Good job. Good job. That is so good. I feel like I would have caught that if I watched it twice. Oh my god, that's too good. Good job.
I don't know. I feel like I can't really take the plot seriously, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's very
exactly.
hard to take seriously.
Yeah.
Kind of what I
Plot.
meant. Like, it's still about panties. Like,
Stealing panties to get
doesn't matter
sick.
how hardcore it is. It's still, it's still about panties.
Exactly.
But it's very entertaining for what it is, and I understand that, like, it's not the kind of show that really takes itself too seriously. Like, it knows what it is, very much so, and yeah, it just kind of does what it wants to do with that.
It's true.
knowledge.
At least
Drug.
it's like not trying to be something else.
Yeah, yeah, it's very-
I don't know.
Self-aware.
Yeah, but like it's not using outside concepts or characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, I think it's majority very original, so.
Yeah, I haven't seen a story quite like that. So
No,
No.
no, you haven't.
Nothing with panties.
Alright, so that brings us to 2.0, part 2.
Hmm.
2.0. Any Gears of War fans in the audience?
I don't know Gears of
Not
War, I don't
quite a
know.
fan of that, but I definitely do like the art and animation. I really like some of the angry face expressions.
Yeah, I think visually
Mhm.
it is really strong visually.
Yeah,
It looks
the
very
animation's
nice.
very good.
And then John Tron's line. Just like, what the fuck?
What the fuck?
The storytelling can be a little confusing at times just because like so many things are happening and it's not really easy to tell exactly what or why at every point, but I think in the end it kind of like you kind of understand it. But it's just like at the very beginning, everything at the beginning happens very quickly, and that kind of threw me off a little bit at first, but after a while I kind of got what was going on. That was my main concern with it, and that and the text-to-speech.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That I know it's a joke, and like because I heard about it, but I don't know. The guy is like so angry, so I feel like a very like at least for that specific character. I don't know if the text to speak joke is like doing like a justice to that character.
I think the other cop had a really good voice though. Like,
Yeah,
Mhm.
he
Yeah.
was strong to me.
and it's like if Hoffman, that's the character, had an actual voice and performed as well as the other, like his partner dude, it would have been really solid. But the text-to-speech definitely threw it off for me.
A lot of the actors in general on 2.0 are pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty solid voice acting cast.
Which is why it's kind of disappointing for the text-to-speech to be in there. But I think I'm still okay with it because it definitely still makes up for that by being good
Very
in
good
pretty much every other
art.
way. Yeah.
Visually, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
truth.
But yeah, it seems like the main setup for the movie is, pretty much done now. Now that it's about 20 minutes in, so like now the really interesting things can start happening. Like all the characters have been brought together, and we've got the situation. So now everything
Shit
can
gets
start to
real.
pan out. Yeah.
Excited. That'll be good.
So here's the part 3. Hey.
Yay.
Next brings us to an interesting thing that kind of came out of nowhere from a person who came out of nowhere. The story of an unsung hero.
Yeah, it reminds me of Diamond 88.
Is anyone
just a
not
little
reminded of Diamant 88?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they say that they're not, so just nod your head and smile.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Just let it slide. Just let them do their thing. It's
But for the actual video itself, I thought it was pretty good.
yes.
It was very, very animated. Like there
Yes.
were very few shots that didn't move. Like
Yes. Thank you, Fanime gods.
Yes, that was very nice to see.
I'm gonna say right now, I cried because I cry over Fanime. So yeah, this was very, I don't know, emotionally driven, and I think it was written very well, even though it kind of dragged on after about halfway through. But I think, even so, I think the rest of it is just like, I don't know. I like it overall, even if that is the case.
right.
So.
Yeah, that was the only real thing I could even say about it. Like the
Yeah,
only
like,
criticism I had
otherwise
for it
it's
was
great.
that it was a little bit long for what the situation was. To be dragged out over 13 minutes felt like a little bit much after a while.
I
But
kept expecting the soldier guy to just be violent and like grab.
yeah.
Same,
Like, no,
yeah.
we're going. No, we're going right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, it's good
But
anyway.
yeah, it was very well done.
Yes.
Yeah, the voice acting was solid too. Like, it was pretty convincing.
Yes.
And-
Oh God, yes.
Although
That's
more
the
than
part
anything,
that I
it kind
cried.
of felt like it was setting something else up. Like,
Yeah, right.
who is this
I-
kid? Who is this
I
baby
thought-
gonna turn out to be?
I
So
thought it was gonna be like a series, but it seems like it ended.
yeah. So I wonder if
Yeah.
there's gonna be more,
Hopefully.
hope
or if that's
there
just
is.
it.
I hope there is.
I would like to see more, definitely.
Yeah.
It doesn't have like episode 1 on it or anything, or like part 1.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't seem like
But-
it.
Now that they made that though, like they can make something else. You know, it's like
Yeah.
they finished this. If they did finish this, that this means that they can make other stuff as well, and this means more content's going to be coming in. I'm really looking forward to that if that is the case.
Yes. But speaking of more content, Chisanji's episode 13, part 1. 13.
Wow.
So many.
It's gotten so far.
Yeah, I give major
job.
props to that. Very few shows make it that far. Like,
Amazing.
I think that actually, well, no. If it gets to 14, it will be the third longest series in terms of just episodes alone.
Wow.
Wow.
So it's definitely getting pretty far along. So I know you guys don't really understand German, except for Kiara? Question mark.
Yes, yes,
Chisanjis,
yes,
episode 13, part 1.
yes, that was nice.
This just in.
This just in.
It
Kiara
was
kind of
nice.
just woke up. Maybe.
No, I didn't woke up. I was listening, but
Okay,
Okay.
how do you feel about that then? Do you have anything else to say about it, or?
oh, it was very funny. I think in that episode, the part, I think it's two people who were working on Jizz and Jizz, and the person who was drawing pulled everything out to show that comedy part of it, and it worked. I really enjoyed that. I especially like the part when I think you guys didn't understand, but I did, when they had that beer participating in that match, and the guy.
Wait. I'm sorry to cut you off. But like, for people to know what she's talking about, I'm sorry, but like the pronunciation that you do for that word makes it sound like beer, the beverage, but she's talking about a bear. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Bear. Yeah. So the guy went like, you can't take a bear. And then just the people behind her, what's up with you? It's just a man that has a lot of hair. Stop being racist and stuff. And it was very funny. I really enjoyed it.
Sounds amazing. I really, I feel like this is all I ever have to say about it, but I really can't wait until it gets translated so that I can really enjoy it.
Yes. I can't wait.
But as always, it looks really nice, and
Yes.
I think it's come a long way, and it's great to see that it's still going.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did think the bear was funny though, and then they looked like they were competing, so their faces got really serious and they were all muscular and stuff.
Yes. The last shot, the last picture cracked me up so much. It was so great.
It was really funny.
Okay, and that just brings us to one last episode to talk about. We've been talking about episodes for a very long time, oddly enough this time. Usually
There's so
goes
many.
by a lot faster. Yeah, there's so many that have a lot to talk about. Whereas a
Yeah.
lot of time it's just like, oh, Koei Desu grills. Lol, what do you want to say about that? There isn't a lot to talk about. But
That's a good thing though. Like that.
oh yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah,
it's a
it's
bad
great. I don't know.
I'm
it
glad
makes me
we've been
happy.
on the episodes for a long time, because when
Yeah.
it just gets back to updates, it's like, oh yeah, I like that, but I don't have much to say about it. So yeah.
But anyway, we just have one left, which is not the greatest point to end on, but Ramen Shop Love, episode 1.
Girlfriend, I
faces.
like the sound of that. We're all looking Tenchi apparently.
God.
Oh man,
That's Ramen Shop Love.
that's
Yeah.
all you need to know.
It's definitely one of those shows that, again, doesn't take itself very seriously, even less seriously than other shows that don't take themselves very seriously, but I still found it amusing somehow, and I kind of want to see more of it. I think I might be the only one here. Yeah, no one agreed with me, but yeah, they said they'll try to release an episode every month, and I actually think I'm looking forward to that. No one agreed with me. Okay, so
I'm happy for you, Evan.
that doesn't count. Alright, so now we can discuss updates. So, favorite updates from the last 2 weeks.
Cyber Witch Raru opening.
Oh my god,
Yes.
yes.
Oh, that reminds me, Unlock opening too. But anyway, keep going.
I don't know. I'm excited. Like Cyber Witch Raru opening, which they made the music themselves using what did they say, loops, and then they did the vocals themselves, right?
I think they did
Yes, they did. I mentioned
music
it.
check for the music.
Let's see. They used what did they say? GarageBand. That's what they used.
Oh, okay, good.
So they have a Mac, I guess?
So
Most likely.
they
I
said
think you
this-
could splice it onto a Windows machine, but they probably have a Mac.
They said they made it with Apple loops, so
Oh
Probably.
no. Please don't use an Apple computer.
Oh
This
my
is not
God.
what Fanime is made with.
I liked it though. It was I don't know, I didn't know what to expect. So it's just whoa. And I don't know, I especially like the very ending of the opening. It's just it made me feel so pumped for the series. The very ending, how it just built up. It was oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. The visuals were so good, and I really liked her voice at the end when she's like, Cyber Rich Raru, Session 1. I'm like, I love this! It's so
I know. I watched it 5 times.
So glad to see more stuff from that. So glad.
Me too.
That-
I actually remembered that there was another episode, My Demon Girlfriend.
Oh
That
yeah,
came
we
out.
started it. We skipped it. Okay, yes, my demon girlfriend.
Yeah, that came out after Update did, so it wasn't included in the notes. So that means
Did
it's going to
we-
be in next week's notes.
Sorry. Did we talk about Panties Warfront?
yeah.
Yes.
We
Oh,
asked
sorry. I'm sorry.
If you have anything to say about it, you can go ahead.
Yeah, you can
No,
throw back to it.
No, it's okay. It was great. It was edgy. It was great. It was shocking.
Oh, okay.
That's all I have to say. All right, we can go on.
All right. We were talking about.
Demon Girlfriend.
Updates,
update.
yeah.
Yeah, that'll be in next week.
Okay.
That'll be in
So-
another week.
Yeah.
Good. But yeah, I guess console takeover was pretty nice looking. I don't know if we've already talked about that.
No, we haven't.
Isn't that from Mr. Evil Cookies, or is that
Yes.
some?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a new Fanime.
Yeah, there's a preview for that and also the opening for it, which was also like a shorter format opening. Which I'm definitely glad to see more of those because I'm not crazy about super long openings personally.
Yeah, me neither.
Same here.
No.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested in that one just because it's not like the most original idea ever, but it's very new to Fanime. So I definitely would like to see a Fanimator's take on it and what they do with it.
Yeah.
Especially Mr. Evil Cookies. She always does like a lot of action and stuff, so I have very high hopes for that series.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I'm still looking forward to stuff like Seasons and Candy High. You know, Magical
Yeah,
Girls.
Seasons
Yeah.
episode 3 is supposed to be coming out really soon.
Yeah.
So excited.
Just don't know when yet. But with any luck, we'll be
Tomorrow,
talking
please?
about that next podcast.
Yes.
So.
Yes. Bringing back the unlock opening, I think it looks very nice and polished. Right.
I agree.
So
no, I
good, so
agree.
good.
It
4
looks
seconds
really
of it,
nice.
yes.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised that Arctic Ukami is like coming up with something
I know.
But just,
me too.
like- lurking around for so long.
Oh.
I know.
Like-
Yeah.
I've noticed Arctic Ukami on like forums and Tumblr. And I'm just like, why don't they make a series?
Well, I know Unlock has been in development since at least summer, so
I did not know that.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
Arctic also made Secrets of the Emblem a while ago, back in like 2011, I think. Episode 1. That was a pretty interesting thing. That was also a pretty new concept for. Yeah.
What was it about? I unfortunately haven't watched it, so.
I probably can't explain it that well because it's been a while since I've watched it, but I'll do my best. I believe basically demons kind of like took over the world, and so humans are living in these underground facilities. And in one of these facilities, they're trying to engineer some form of like better human, I guess, just like soldiers to fight against these demons and hopefully get out of these underground facilities. And that was the basic premise of it.
That is really cool, actually.
Yeah, it was a really interesting idea. It didn't get very far because it only had one episode, but I definitely liked that one. But it gives me high hopes for Unlock because
Yeah. If that's that, like, I don't know what the word would be. Complex?
Arctic is a very creative person.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I think they're a writer, if I remember correctly. Like, they do a lot of creative writing and stuff, so I like their concepts quite a lot.
I see.
Good.
Speaking of more updates, I guess. Tokyo Magic Star, the style has changed since she got her tablet.
I think the
Maxine.
style has changed like every 2 episodes.
See, to me, I marathoned it and I didn't feel that. Maybe I was
Really?
just like too. Yeah,
Wow,
maybe I was
I'm
just too
surprised.
engulfed in it. I mean,
Are
I felt
you
like.
sure?
I mean,
I
the
felt
first
like
2
it-
episodes are drastically different from the rest
Well,
of it.
yeah,
so-
but I felt like that was like, okay, it was the very beginning and it was made like, whatever it was made. I can't remember what
2012,
year.
summer of 2012.
Yeah. So it's just like, okay, yeah, whatever. Like, it just got better, like, and improved. Like, I felt like more was it improved? I keep saying that word.
Improved. Go on.
But like, yeah, like I didn't feel like there was like a big style difference. But like they also like she always used like the binary tool, but now she's moved like past that. So now that's like where I feel like there's a jarring difference. But I'm excited about it. Like,
Yeah, the big change now is that she started using a tablet. So whereas it started off as like just kind of joke art, not really supposed to be that great, and then it slowly got like more and more serious. But she was still using a mouse, the whole time. And now this is just like it's full on Maxine's art.
yeah,
So
it's serious
Good.
now.
we've reached
Nice.
the full potential. Well, not the full potential, but we've reached. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Drive.
It's gotten to a point where it's really good, and it will improve as she improves now, instead of just as she takes it more seriously, and that's really cool to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah,
I think. Sorry, Tenchi, go on.
I was just gonna say I would know how different the old style is, but go on.
I just want to mention the Wonder to Leshy opening preview.
yeah.
Opening.
yes,
But
all 26 of them. Thank you,
What?
Cassie. You've been great. Oh no, I'm just joking because she posts a lot of previews, especially for that opening. There have been several of them.
Yeah, there have been quite a few. Oh, speaking of Wander Deleshi, she announced the cast too.
Yeah.
Yeah, good cast. Good cast. Very, very excited.
Yes.
Wonder to Leshy. Yes.
I'm excited
That's definitely a show that I'm really curious about because it's such a strange. Well, it's not a strange concept, but it's a very interesting concept.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like since it comes from her, considering Project Unknown is there, like I can't imagine what this could possibly be like. Like, cause like it, I don't know. It feels like she doesn't really follow like the standards or the norms when it comes to production making. So I'm really interested to see like where this is gonna go.
It also brings a lot of like completely unrelated elements together.
Mm-hmm.
And just like cultures and stuff like that. Like all the characters are from totally different origins and different like periods in time, and they're just like all brought together in this town called Leshy, I guess. And I'm very curious how that's gonna play out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if they'd get along.
Yeah.
We shall
Well,
see.
you will see.
Be very good for writing purposes.
And I really hope Leshy is in the series.
Mm-hmm.
Please put Leshy in Wander to Leshy. It would be great.
What?
The monster?
Yeah, the town it's named after Leshy.
We hope that Leshy wanders into the town.
It would be great. Leshy wanders to Leshy.
Gosh dang it! Gosh dang it!
Literally just reworded Tenchi's joke. But anyway.
Oh my god.
I didn't hear Tenchi's joke. I'm sorry.
Well, something else that's super awesome.
Uh,
Draw hard. They had
dang
a
it, your
lot of too many. They had a lot of interviews.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I really like stuff like that, where it's kind of like they're interacting with the show itself and kind of taking the show out of context and just like doing more with the characters, because that used to be a big thing back in the day, and it's not really common anymore to just take your characters out of the show and do something else with them. And especially in this way where it's like you're directly interviewing the characters, kind of like Sandor does, but not Sandor. And
Yeah.
just like,
yeah, where Sondor's like pretty much just for humor, right?
Yeah.
primarily, yeah.
Yeah.
This is just like
I mean, it's
informational.
an interview, but
informative, I
like,
mean.
yeah,
Except Toya.
it's very
Toya's not.
There's
And
a
it-
lot of references.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
a lot of
But yeah,
dancing.
it poses a lot of questions to the characters that they might not otherwise get the chance to answer in the series.
true.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. It was also a really nice way to fill a hiatus.
Like I felt like I
Definitely.
could understand the characters so much better through those than just like watching the series, because you get to like see their specific responses. And yeah, although like I felt like there were awkward pauses If there was like some filler noise or something, like just very quiet background music or just something to fill in the noise between those pauses, it would have been very solid. I still really like them though.
So
But-
this is one that I don't really have a lot to say about, but just the general concept is something I want to address. How do you guys feel about the South Park fanime love marking?
I think Ina will love it because she loves South Park, but that's it.
I
That's
think
all
the
I
art
can
is
say.
cute.
I think the art's pretty cute, but I feel like I shouldn't say anything.
Oh,
I find it odd. For I don't know. The reason that it's basing it off of South Park and not an anime, because usually when a fanime would be inspired, I guess I should say, by something else, it would be like because it's a fan anime or something like that. But South Park is just I guess it's more geared towards American audience.
Yeah, but they draw it in an anime style, so.
Yeah.
Mm.
I just think
Yeah.
it's strange because it's a franchise. Like it's still running and people are, it's still being made, and so like I don't understand like why it's being made, because whereas if there were to continue something like Italia or even stuff involving like
well, let me tell you a bit about it. So I'm also like kind of explain one thing that I find particularly strange about it. It's basically kind of like an AU story. The concept is that Kenny, I guess the character Kenny from South Park, convinces one of the other characters, I don't remember the other guy's name, I think it's Kyle, to get a tattoo, a magical tattoo that transforms him into a girl. And I guess he like changes back and forth sometimes for some reason. I don't know the specifics of it, but that's basically the premise of the story. But it just seems strange to me that in a show like that, where there isn't really a lot of like continuing story, South Park, it's just kind of like episodic mainly. It seems strange to me that you would write an AU story about that instead of just taking that same, AU scenario and just putting original characters into it.
I would
Yeah.
understand if they would take the story of an episode of South Park and would like create their interpretation of that, because that's what Ina did. She did a few South Park videos, but put her own interpretation in that, and it looked pretty good.
just like
and
My
I would-
Hino.
Hmm?
'Cause My Hino
Right.
did that too.
Yeah. And yeah. So I would understand that, but I have the feeling that story, well, it's a bit crazy, but I don't know if it would fit South Park, since South Park is like criticizing or making fun of things that are actually happening in real life.
Yeah, it's very satirical.
Yes. So I don't know. I
Well,
would go that way.
It seems like a
But-
strange thing to make an AU for.
The story, it doesn't sound right for Kyle to turn into a girl, but Kenny could definitely turn into a princess. I would definitely want to see that.
Reference that I don't
Princess
get.
Kenny.
but- yeah, if that's what you enjoy doing, go for it, have fun with it, and
Yeah.
make a show. But
It was just my opinion.
a little bit strange,
that-
just a little bit
Just
strange.
my opinion.
But one thing that I found strange, surprisingly enough, was Train Step In, where it's a fanime created by the IM Project. They're coming back, apparently, it seems.
The strangest thing about that story is that the story of them making that, not the story of Train Step In. I don't know what the story is, but the strangest thing to me that really stood out was how drastically different the style was from IM Project.
Yeah, it doesn't look the same at all.
Like IM Project kind of tried to be anime style, whereas Train Step In is like its own thing. It's totally own thing.
Yeah. Or, well, I can see the similarity, but it's It's very, I don't know. It doesn't look like anything else.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a very unique style, which is a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It just
Yeah.
struck me as odd because, like, I saw all the previews and did not realize that it was being made by the same people until I, used my common sense and noticed that, hey, it's Bonanza Studios. Oh, that's what Bonanza Studios did.
I like after she started posting the animated previews. I like how the style looks. I think it's actually pretty solid. I don't know. It's very. It just looks like it's how she wants it to look. It
Right.
just looks solid. So I'm a fan. I'm looking forward to Train Step In.
Like I said, I didn't dislike the style at all. I didn't expect it from the creator of I Am Project is all.
Yeah, it's a big change.
So, Shayna, are you canceling Magical Girl School so soon?
I'm not canceling it. I'm gonna finish.
But it's not gonna have season 2?
Well, season 2 is just so drastically different from season 1. I feel like I don't even like. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like it's not needed. Anyway. So.
What about seasons 3 and 4?
That was when it was gonna get cool, but then I was like, yeah, no thanks. So then I was like, okay, I'll just make 2 seasons and a movie. Whew, actually, be right back.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay then.
Hmm.
What else we got to talk about here? We're pretty much at time, so make
Yeah.
sure we don't miss anything major.
Yeah. I'm feeling bad. I feel like this is like the session where everyone just kind of.
I did
Just
see
like
a
it.
Dimensions preview, and I couldn't really hear what was being said in the preview. I just noticed it said in text. Sorry, Tenchi.
Oh wait, there's a Dimensions preview? Yeah.
It was a
Yeah.
very small kind of thing. It just showed like a few lines of dialogue, like 2 different lines of dialogue, and I think she was demonstrating the styles of animated talking. Basically, one is just like mouth open, mouth closed kind of animation. The other one is like very expressive. So it wasn't like a major preview, but it's kind of a small thing. Like, hey, there's some animations by me.
I like the
And
expressive.
sorry, Tenchi. Yeah, I didn't actually hear what it said either. I couldn't understand why it was apologizing to you
Yeah.
specifically.
I just saw Zeke was talking.
Yeah. Sorry, Tenchi.
Yeah, that was. I don't know.
Liar's Truth opening.
Liar's Truth.
Coming
Oh
soon from
yeah,
Fuji Tiberius.
Wait, can
That
you?
looked-
Link.
Oh shoot!
that
Yeah.
was so cool.
What?
That was so cool.
Please,
What? I
file.
need to see.
Hang on,
File.
hang on. Basically, Liar's Truth is a series that Roxy is going to make in between Akuji
Oh
Tiberius.
yeah.
Oh yeah. That looked so good.
It did.
The violin
oh my God,
looked
the
so good.
violin. Oh
Yes,
man.
that I totally forgot what that was called. I'm sorry. That looks really nice though. I'm excited.
I think my favorite part is that I can look at it. I can see like keyframes, and I'm like, oh yeah, like nothing's like stuff isn't jerking all around, and like the hair isn't slowly becoming bigger, or the outfit's slowly becoming big. Like you can see it, and it looks great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Head bobbing while sewing. It's a little odd, but yeah, really cool. Really looking forward to that one.
I think Roxy really likes demons.
Mm.
I like how it's not binary. Like, it doesn't look like it to me. Is it? I don't think it is.
Oh wait, I need to look. I forgot.
It might be.
Doesn't
No,
look like
it is.
Is it really? It doesn't
Yeah,
look
but
like
it's like shaded and everything. So
Oh, okay.
Let me check.
Maybe it's because the lines are thicker than the, like, 1 pixel that she usually does.
Also, if it's like
Not
very
crazy about
big
one pixel.
frames. Oh yeah, it's still a binary, but you can't tell. It looks really good. So
Okay, well, either way, I like how it looks. That's what I was trying to say.
it does. Yes.
I just keep replaying the beginning.
It's a lot of improvement from just it's been so long since Roxy's really posted anything like big. Like she's posted like little weight part, like her weight part and her overtime part and everything. But it's been forever. It's been like 2 years since she posted a big like colored animation video. So it's really nice to see the improvement.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do you guys know what I'm missing?
What are you missing?
The 4 Konami Fanime.
Oh.
Oh
there really
yeah.
hasn't been any word on that in a long time.
Yeah.
Right, and I'm sad about that.
I'm kind of sad about that too.
Didn't they
Yeah.
say that they were like having real life things that were slowing it
I
down?
believe so. Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm
I would believe that.
sad. And Onion Girl. I want it
yes.
to come out.
But it's gonna come out soon.
Oh yeah.
Yes, but they were waiting
So
for voice
excited.
actors.
Oh yeah.
And I want those voice actors really to send in their lines. I'm not putting on anyone pressure here. Just I just really want to see that episode.
All right, so we are actually over an hour. Is there anything you guys want to mention last minute?
Kisa, you made a very dramatic video.
Ah yes. Dramatic. So dramatic.
That was very dramatic.
I can't see it.
Oh yeah. I sent it to Kiara because this it's blocked in Germany. Thanks YouTube.
Narnia.
But yeah, I made a Fanime meetup like music video thing.
Anything else?
Eh.
Quick, do it fast.
We gotta go fast when we look at the time.
Look at the time.
Don't get Magic Star Sonic.
Yeah, play it. It's fun.
Don't die like I did.
Yes. Go. My demonic conscience.
Oh yeah, I think I seen
Sunu
that.
Kuna Bob is making that, and it's gonna be like I don't know, a short kind of one-off type thing in between Twist of Fate.
Extra
Okay.
Oh,
kawaii.
okay.
And Kisa and I took both of the parts. Lord.
Something other quick. The Yin Yang person is back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or are they?
Yes.
Raise his eyebrow.
Dun dun dun.
Delicious Eye Candy
Stalk.
trailer re-uploaded.
It's great. Watch it.
Oh yeah, that one's amazing. Love animation. Stalk to Life is casting. Apparently,
Stick to life.
it says that. It says that in Fanime Update Week 45.
That's not the only typo.
Alright. Yeah. The updates were cool. Can't think of them in particular.
Everything was cool. Thumbs up. The end. Tricolor Magic.
Yeah. Yes.
Still on hiatus. I don't really know why I mentioned that. There isn't a lot to talk about. It's on hiatus.
Okay.
The creator Damien now, I guess, is going to work on 2 other shows in the meantime.
Oh,
Yeah. Don't really
when
know.
did that
Yeah.
happen?
A couple weeks ago.
Oh, whoa! I'm so whoa.
Always looking
Alright.
forward to Jinko Chino Rumble. Of
Ah
course.
yes.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Oh,
cute.
did you guys watch the Pulse opening?
Pulse opening.
Pulse.
No.
I believe it was it Self 94, I think.
Oh yeah, that was
Oh,
kind of
so
weird.
making
That
a
It was strange to
series?
see her come back and just like I don't know if it's gonna be a series. It's an opening right now though.
Huh.
Oh, I think I'll watch that later because I haven't
Same.
seen anything from.
I don't know if it's Fanime. It says it's an anime opening.
Yeah, that'll have to be on Anime Update podcast.
Jisaku anime.
She's
absolutely.
Oh my
Anime
God.
Update.
Saku anime.
And watch
we
Tokyo
talk-
Crystal Mew.
Gosh darn it! I thought I was gonna get away with one freaking podcast with it not being said, but no! Jisaku came up and you remembered.
Did someone say something about Lenren Twin?
Gomena,
yeah,
sorry, I don't have anything to say.
isn't he making like another series?
Epic rap battles of Vocaloid.
What? Oh.
I think it was something else too, though.
There probably is. There usually is.
No, that's not it. I don't remember. It was like something very dark looking. That's
The thing with like the demons.
I think
That's a lot of things actually.
it could have been anything.
Yeah.
Seems to be trending, like demons.
Yeah, it was very dark, very flashy at one point. Yeah.
Yeah.
It does look cool.
I think we've discussed all we could discuss, and hopefully not offended anyone.
I'm so sorry. I really
Arena
didn't mean
get-
it maliciously.
Arena will be blackmailed.
Looks at Arena's pancreas.
No! Everything.
Pancreas.
Is that a diabetic joke?
All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.